What's good, everyone? And welcome to episode 3 of Enjoy Life. Before we get started today, just want to shout out my man Dax for the jersey. If you haven't seen episode 2, shout out Papa Earls. Brennan, you want to tell him a
All
little
I'm
bit
gonna
about
say
that
is
Papa
this:
Earls?
Pop Earls is different. That's all we use at the house. And when I walked in here and I saw that jersey, I was in the air. That's all I'm gonna say. It was
Yeah.
something
Go
special.
to Rouse's and go stock up on that shit ASAP. Hold the Rocky.
Yup.
But without further ado, if you haven't seen episode 1 and 2, go check that out. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank y'all so much for the love. And my man right next to me, we've been friends since 8th grade, been thugging it. My man, Mr. Brennan Borne.
What's up?
How we doing, baby?
We
got
good.
a
We good.
little serious but lighthearted kind of episode today. You know, we're gonna bless y'all on this Sunday. We just coming back from church.
You know it.
Had to put on a jersey though.
Yep.
But before we get into the meat of things, man, how about like we just start off how we first met, bro?
Cool deal. Cool deal. You got it.
Yeah, you let me get it. So we were in 8th grade. This man went to Sixth Ward Elementary.
Nah, Sixth Ward Middle School. So basically,
my bad.
So basically, I come from public school until ED White where we met. So, they had their friend group growing up consistently, right? And me and one of my other partners, we the only ones that come from Sixth Ward to ED White. So we just kind of when we got there had to find, where we fit in and stuff like that. 8th grade, shout out Miss Cooley.
Shout out Miss Cooley. Reading.
That's where we met, and we actually had a project together, 4 of us.
And who was it? It was me, you, Riley, and Cooks.
Yeah. Cooks. Yeah, so us 4. And that's basically how it started. What was the project on and stuff like that?
So it was one, like we had to advertise something, right? Like, so, we thugging it. It's like 2015. Crossover cookies, baby.
Yeah.
Go get you some, Riley. Crossing Cooks into the fucking garage.
God, dude, that was something. That was a highlight. That was so funny.
I mean, after that, we've really been thugging it for real.
Yeah, for sure. We've been like that since. And we got probably about 6, 7 of us that are really close. And
shout out the dogs. You know how you
you know who you are. And so basically since then our friendship has consistently been on the uprise.
It's just been up. And like I told Quan about, like, we really are like very unique about it, because like not that many people have friends like this.
No, they really don't. And to be able to have, especially things we're going to talk about today, the support you have from your friends, it goes a long way. And none of us in our friend group has ever felt that we weren't fully supported by everybody else in our group. So that makes a big difference, for how you tackle life. And we know, I mean, a lot of people, once they finish high school, you're not as close with the same people
like
anymore.
Fuck you,
yeah,
almost.
Basically, but not us. I mean, we seniors in college now, and
it's insane.
And that's like an 8-year friendship already so far.
Yeah, and then like to go. Still, I came in at elementary school, and I still was like kind of late to the party. Like, all of them went to school since kindergarten. So kindergarten to seniors in college is insane.
Yeah, and basically it's like we're all the same. Like, we
we'll
have a bond that's just
we'll
different.
Support each other, but we'll also hold each other
very much.
We'll also call you out on your bullshit.
100%. That's
especially you, Zach.
Yeah. Zoo, 6 God.
But
shout out you, little bum.
So what's been up with you lately, man?
Been chilling.
A lot of fishing, huh?
A lot of fishing.
What?
Yeah.
What's your favorite catch?
Bass. I like bass and sockeye.
Okay. He came in with some fish.
Well, that's from shout out Ross Stein, Murder Man, and
4-2.
Hey Dude, Hayden. We went this weekend, and we mopped up on some redfish and speck. So I had to go pick some up because we cleaned them and everything, but we hadn't packaged them long, so whatever. So I went pick them up. So now they're here, but trust me, they ain't staying over here.
They're not. I'm not gonna eat it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe one day I'll go fishing.
100%. Well, we already talked with Quinn's been wanting to come fishing, and literally called us yesterday. Like, man, why y'all do that to me? Like, bro, what do you mean?
Like he was gonna go.
Like he was actually gonna go. So I think we actually might do something next weekend. we might all have a little boys trip at the camp and we'll see who we can bring and if we can get
Okay.
on some fish again.
When I'm just saying, once duck season comes, I'm coming this year.
You better get a license.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the license and shit. We're gonna be good. Look, I'm a sharp shooter. Just know that.
That's crazy.
I'm perfect on the shells. I haven't missed one shell in my life.
One shell.
Like, you know, the little shells that you throw out with the shotgun? Yeah. I haven't missed 100%. But now, maybe I only hit one.
Well, we'll see. 100%. If you get a license, we always about bringing our buddies like Riley. Riley came with us before we, started to have our own license when we were still, like youth. And he was coming but now that you're older, you have to have your own license and you have to get a hunter's license, safety course, all that stuff. And we hunt when it's duck season. I mean, that's all we're doing.
Yeah, I think really I just want to post on my Instagram and put limits.
I like that.
I always see people posting it. I'm trying to limit out, bro. I'm trying to limits.
I like that. Bad. Well, if you get a license and you're about it, you will definitely come with us because we go to Ross. I mean, a lot of times at Ross's camps, we sleep there, and then
Ross's camp, a lot goes down over there.
A lot goes down over there. We got some stories over there, but I don't know if we get into that.
Yeah, I think there's like a fine line between what stories we can tell.
And like I tell you what, probably 90% of the stories we can't tell. So
yes, we're gonna keep it lighthearted.
Yeah.
So, I mean, most of the people around here kind of know. I guess we kind of know we kind of like to party. I guess.
Yeah, right.
Kind of our group is kind of the wild group.
Yeah,
not necessarily that we're all wild, but
and not even truly like in a bad way. I mean, especially the culture in South Louisiana, it has a lot to do with drinking, and just recently. I quit drinking, so that's probably like 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah,
and it's been a big change, and it's hard to stay consistent with that. But I mean, when you around, all of us, and look, there's nothing wrong with drinking. I'll be the first one to say that. But if you're not able to control yourself and you're not able to drink in a responsible and safe manner, then that's something you need to look at. And that's what I finally
realized.
Finally decided to take that step. And I mean, we were deep in that for a long time.
Yeah.
And still, y'all drink and everything, but when we were not even younger, beginning of college, late high school.
Yeah.
I mean, we was doing it.
I mean, it was just bad.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think like in my head what's a lighthearted story I could say, but like
nah, there's
really not.
There's not. I mean,
there's not. If you were around us, like the people who know us and like are close to us, they'll know.
Yeah,
but like,
but for the most part, for podcasts, I mean,
yeah. For the sake of this being on YouTube, we're not gonna do this.
We can't. 22. We truly can't get too deep into a lot of things. But what I can say is that if you see yourself struggling, it's all right to ask for help. It's all right to get help and to accept the help, truly. So like I said, me 4 or 5 months sober, it's been good. I've been happy. I've been good. But there's times where I don't do as much anymore as I used to. Because trust me, I mean, when we do at parties, I mean, I was always in the thick of it.
Yeah, you were the bar.
I was.
I will say this. I hate to cut you off, and I'm gonna let you go back.
No, good.
Like I kind of mentioned with Quinn, like we went on spring break. Spring break was not even close to the same, bro. Like,
yeah. So I didn't. It
really
this
wasn't.
Year.
Like,
I didn't. That was what, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 weeks ago. That was spring break, and this was the first time we seniors. This is the first time all college that I have not attended spring break. So
and it sucked.
Yeah, I mean,
but it was for the best.
Yeah, it's for the best, absolutely. So like that's when you said, "Oh, you've been fishing a lot." Yeah. Spring break. That's all I did,
and
keep my mind off of it.
Yeah,
because I mean, I can't be the one that just staying on my phone as y'all, doing it. And I'm like, nah, man, I gotta go fishing.
One thing I will credit this man for sure, is because we are so young. Like it feels weird saying we're
Yeah,
young,
we
but like
really
we really
are.
are. And for him to like realize like this is a problem, like no, look, I will say we should have done this a lot earlier.
Oh
But
yeah.
still,
Oh
besides
yeah. Long
the
time.
fact that he has like the responsibility to quit and just go full dry,
Yeah,
I really respect the fuck out of that
I appreciate that a
because
lot.
that takes some real balls, and
Yeah.
you freaking
It's
did it, man,
yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
doing it. I'm not gonna say I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't. I
yeah,
didn't did it.
you're
It's I'm
doing it,
doing it.
and it's just one day at a time.
100%. That's like it's one day at a time. And look, we go say this now, like the drinking. I was never drinking during the week enough. It was
Yeah,
social. It
yeah,
was
yeah.
social.
It was
It was
social.
socially drinking on the weekends and stuff. But
Yeah,
man, I was a menace.
yeah. I feel like there's like so many like different alcoholics. Like
Yeah,
it wasn't that one where like you're drinking on the weekday, like you
yeah.
just said, all alone.
Never.
We're the type of dudes who like, well, not we.
Yeah.
Mostly you were the type of dude who's like, well, drink and then chug a bottle of
Yeah, I
fucking
mean,
vodka,
like
whiskey,
it's
something.
it's different, man. It's
Yeah.
crazy. And look, looking back, like we got a group chat, man.
The memories we sent. Look, I hope no one's looking. We
Yeah,
gotta redo our
look,
Snapchat passwords or
that's what I'm
something,
saying.
dog.
Look,
Real
all I'm
shit.
saying is this:
It's
if the
going on loud.
FBI actually tapped into phones and stuff like people think they do, we would already be in jail.
Cuffs.
Cuffs gone.
I'll
the
walk.
pen.
I'll walk to Thibodeau Penitentiary, whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
and it's not like we have anything bad like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's just like funny, like funny
like
moments.
and a lot of them too. I mean, a
Yeah.
lot of them. But yeah, I mean,
we could literally make a movie off of it. Probably
100%,
like an hour.
and we
an
had,
hour since high school, like an hour's worth of content.
Hours. We had said, we could strap a GoPro to my head, one day, one day, like on a night out drinking, and man,
for spring break, that would have been perfect.
That would have been perfect. That would have
bro.
made some movies. That would have made some bucks.
Yeah, it would.
But then again, it comes a time where you just kind of gotta,
yeah, when
up.
you come, I feel like, look, I will say this: we should have, like I kind of said earlier, how we probably should have done this earlier.
Yeah, I should have.
There was so many like opportunities. It's crazy how God works. Like He puts so many like situations,
1,000%.
and it's either. And I'm sorry to cut you off again.
No,
it's really crazy how we have free will, because like He will put something in your life, and it's really up to you. Like you can either go one way or the other about it, and if you really go the wrong way, like you'll know, like there'll be another one and another one, and then it's finally to a point where like you're like, okay,
enough's enough.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's like this we'll be talking about like adversity and stuff.
Yeah,
we'll get into your story about that, but
we're gonna trade off stories.
Yeah, we can trade off, but it's consistent adversity, especially when you're not in the right mindset and right mind frame that you need to be in. And like you said, it just continues to cascade. Like it's a domino effect. And the longer you hold on to trying to control your own life, and look, you have control of your own life, but as the longer you try to control,
say that you're fine, almost.
Right, exactly. Say that you're fine without taking into account everything that's happened, and without looking at the bigger picture and looking at God and seeing what He truly has in store for us. You're gonna continue to be lost. And finally, I kind of, got myself out of that, but I'm only 4 or 5 months dry.
Yeah.
And, lifetime to go. We're going to continue, see where it takes me, how I respond. And it's been good. Like I said, it has its ups and downs, not being able to do as much. I don't go to the bars anymore. And a lot of it's my decision. It's finally like, it feels good to be able to just, like, it was me now, like before when I said, oh, all right, it's time to stop drinking, stuff like that. It was really, I wanted to do it for me, but it was also like, I wanted to do it for everybody else. Cause man, the guilt, and look, what we heard in church today about, facing adversity and the guilt and shame you have that goes along with it. If you're not trying to change,
like the stages of grief,
of grief, first is denial, and that was for a long time.
We had a lot of denial.
Yeah.
And we finally made it to that acceptance, baby.
Yeah, we
Yes,
accept
sir.
it now. So
Sometimes you just gotta surrender, and I feel like my
100%.
story is gonna sound the same about that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta. God has something in stored for you,
100%.
and sometimes it might not seem what you want, but it's for your better. And once you finally surrender and admit, like, okay, this is what I need to do,
Yeah.
you'll have so much more joy in your life.
100%. And
it feels good.
And everything just falls into place after that. It's like God's plan for us has already been set in stone, Like I've been supposed to go, like, my whole life I was supposed to go through the things I was going through now to make me a better person, to be a good person, a faith-driven person, a person who's going to have a good family, children, people I can, give them my stories and give them guidance. And if I don't go through the type of adversity, I can never tell other people. I can never share my stories and let them know that, we've been through it, you've been through it, and it's better than a lot of people
I
think.
mean, you can't have a testimony without a test.
That's it.
So,
amen.
And like to say before we get into mine, this is a really good dude, bro. Not even no glazing.
Yeah, no glazing. Like not glazing.
But like he really is. And like when he was on the alcohol, like it was two different people. Like you could ask, because like the people who didn't know that he drank, they were like, oh, like this is a really good dude. He has got his morals straight, everything.
Yeah.
And now that we finally got that out the way,
right? Slake's not gone. Slake's a memory.
Yeah,
Slake's a memory. Slake.
Just appreciate that it happened.
But it had to happen. But like you said, I had two different people, man. People who wouldn't know me for who I was, like when I'm not drinking, would think I'm a complete asshole, and they would think and
like those people who met you on probably spring break for that whole week, they're probably like, "Who the fuck is this guy?
Dude? Like, bro, this dude should be locked up already.
Come on,
get him off the streets. Come on." Yeah. Shout out Desan and all them. Reed.
Yeah.
But it's two different people, and like I said, I appreciate you. I do inside think I'm a good person, but alcohol is a drug, and drugs, they don't bring out the best in you. And sometimes you need a little wake up call. And I've had multiple wake up calls. Losing relationships, friends, family. They've given me opportunities to change and stuff like that. But until you really want to change, until you really want to do something for yourself, you'll never change.
Yeah.
So let's get into you.
Yeah, I was literally about to get there. So, I mean, I'm just gonna start off and say, shout out to this man. Shout out all my friends, my family, especially mom, because I know you're gonna be watching this. My
love you, Miss Jen. I love you so much.
Just to give like a testimony, like you did. When I was in 10th grade, I was diagnosed with JME, which is short for juvenile myoclonic. I think I said that word.
Yeah,
right?
myoclonic, something like that.
Epilepsy. It was just a crazy time in my life, man. I just got my license, bro.
Dude, I'm gonna bring you to school, remember, and summer workouts.
So I drove my mom's Mustang, which she won, by the way.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I promise you, Mom, I know you're going to see this. I'm going to buy you one back in exchange. One day I got you, I swear. Yeah, man. So it was during like the spring, like, because honestly, just like a couple, like last month, maybe, it was probably 11,
it was definitely
12.
the spring.
It's been 6 years, bro. 6 years already. It's crazy. But I remember it like it was yesterday. So we were going to eat for a friend's birthday. I ain't gonna say. But still a friend, shout out. And we were sleeping at Riley's house.
It was me, you, and Rue.
Yeah, we were thugging it,
like
bro.
You said, since
like we really been kicking it. And I had to wake up early to go help Buddy clean his boat.
So basically,
shout out Buddy. Love you.
Pick Buddy. Hey, look, you cooked them ducks yet or what, bro?
Yeah, facts. I don't know. He probably did. He probably
did it. Man, I texted about one day, man. You like ducks? He said, man, I love ducks. I said, man, I got 4 that I just finished cleaning, and I got a freezer full. I give them to you. So, man, you the man.
Comment if y'all like Doug, because personally I'm not a big fan, but like, hey, it's up to y'all. I'd love to hear y'all opinion.
This dude will eat pizza every day, so
I really will, bro. Domino's, if Domino's wants to sponsor, bro, please.
I mean, you had it yesterday when I was over here.
Please sponsor me. I'd really appreciate that.
Crazy.
I would really appreciate that.
But we're back to what we're saying.
Let's get back to what I'm saying. So
you had to wake up early. I'm gonna let you go. But we had stayed up late that night.
We stayed up late as
late.
I mean, we always stayed up. Like now we do too, but like
it was different.
We stayed up. Yeah, it's different because we're in 10th grade.
Yeah.
So anyway, woke up early, man.
About 6 o'clock.
Yeah, 6. Buddy, you had to go clean that damn boat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm joking. I'm joking. But so man, I just remember hopping in that whip, bro. Put on my Boosie, you know. Everybody likes, I'm fine. I'm cool.
Right.
I swear, all I remember is turning out the parking lot. Not the parking lot, out the street.
Mm-hmm.
And then next thing you know,
shout out
man,
Pine Ridge, by the way.
Yeah, for real. Next thing you know, man, I guess like I had drove a good little ways.
Yeah, because that's probably like,
like literally had to make a curve.
3-4 miles.
Like, you know, the curve by the Dollar General.
That's about 3 miles.
Either I was holding it down while I was passing or something. I don't know.
I have no clue.
But anyways, woke up head on with a Toyota Tundra, man. I was completely out of it. I tried to call my mom. Cause literally all I remember is just a officer tapping on my glass. I'm like, what? Freaking airbag in my face. Threw up on my shorts and shit, bro. And I remember trying to call my mom. I was like, Mom, hit. I'm on the phone with Riley.
Yeah.
I'm on the phone with Riley.
So,
yeah, you want to give your side, then I can get back into
basically, me and Riley, that's when we all slept together. We were all in that one bed.
It was a big ass bed, so don't be hating. Don't be hating on the comments.
Stupid big bed.
Don't be hating. That's how no Diddy shit going on.
Nah. That's how we were back then, and we were just close. And yeah, me and Riley still sleeping. This dude calls Riley, and he answers the phone. I get up, puts it on speaker, and he's like, "Dude, like I just got hit." And we're like, "What are you talking?" Like, I'm so confused. Like, what are you talking about? It's like, yeah, I just got in a wreck. And like, he was completely disoriented. Then you said like when the cop asks you where you live, you just pointed.
Yeah. I was like, where you live, son? Now, I'm living in Vashti at the time. We're in Thibodeau. Man, I just point. I'm like Babe Ruth calling my shot, baby. like it's somewhere.
Yeah. And you said, and we asked him, he said, how bad is it? Is it a bad wreck? This was what he was like. No, man, it's just a fender bender.
Yeah.
Like, all right, bet. Send a pic. Bro, he sends us a pic of that Mustang.
I think I'm going to try and get a picture for y'all if I can post it somewhere up here. Look, cooked. Like, bad. My man Connor cooks, bro. It was cooked.
Bad. Like, we were like,
FUBAR.
What is going on? Like, what? It was that serious.
Definitely could have died easily.
100%, dude. Like, the whole front was gone. Like everything was just smashing. And Mustang, it's not a big vehicle, but like it was completely like just smashed. And we're like, bro, how did you just come out with,
like a little scratch? I think I had a little scratch on my leg.
No broken bones, nothing.
Yeah.
So,
but anyway, so we went to the hospital. Shout out the boys for coming to visit me. And at first, like, they were just like, I guess you fell asleep at the wheel. And I was like,
right.
I knew from the get-go, like, something was funny about that. Because, like, now I'm not hating on anyone who slept at the wheel, like, fell asleep on the wheel. But, like, I just naturally don't see myself doing that. Like, naturally, I don't see how someone could do that. Like, especially even though I just woke up. Like,
and it happens a lot. So we'll get that. Falling asleep at the wheel does happen more than you think. But
yeah,
I agree with what you're saying. I don't believe. And look, you don't ever know.
Yeah,
until
you really don't.
But now looking back, that wasn't what it was. Anyway.
So. Anyways, that's the decision the police came up with. So like probably like a week goes by, maybe even a little bit more than a week, because my mom had already gotten a new car. And it was ironic because it's
Rogue,
like I said, yes, shout out the Rogue. The boys know how good the Rogue is. Best vehicle ever.
Yes.
This man's been in the trunk of the Rogue a lot. That's all we'll say.
Trunk, top, yeah.
But anyways, it's funny how God works because like he's really always looking out for you.
100%.
I had school the next day, and I was supposed to drive to school in my mom's car because my mom would drive my grandpa's car. Shout out mom again.
Yep. Papa
And
Peanut.
and I was also gonna bring my neighbors to school too that day. And so like me and my mom were kind of like BSing, talking on the couch. Cause you know, my mom is at the time she was single. So we were just talking. I remember she was actually playing in my hair, actually, I remember. And then next thing you know, I had a seizure. Like I just woke up like in a daze. Like
Oh yeah.
I swear it's like the weirdest thing. Like your head is just like in constant pain. Like it hurts so bad. That's all I remember. Like that first time, and so like I didn't go to school that day. I don't think I went to like the like children's or anything, but like they're just like okay maybe like after the wreck something
Right.
happened. So then I was it was at home again. I remember I was in the shower, and then boom. I think this was like a week later. I had another one. So I don't think I went to children's yet because I don't know why. I can't remember all the ones because, you know, 6 years ago. But then another one happened and I ended up going to children's. And so for those who don't know, once you have 3, you get diagnosed with epilepsy. And bro, I can't even lie. I just remember being at children's 16 years old, just got my license, finding this out. I thought my life was fucking over.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I was so upset. I can't think of another time in my life where I was so like down, like just so mad at the world.
Right.
I didn't want to accept it. I was like, bro, like you gotta be like kidding me.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
so
16 years old.
so like I had to take all these medicines now. No drinking.
Yeah.
It's funny how we're talking about drinking. No drinking, which was
Right.
like a heartbreaker, I guess, because like we were just getting into that stage where like
Right.
you start drinking in
Yeah.
high school, and I'm like, bro.
100%.
But I ended up being.
Then you had you. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but you had one in class.
Yes, I was gonna get to that.
Okay,
I was gonna get to that.
Right.
So they're giving me this medicine, but so like they have so many cons. I'm sure you know they have so many cons for epilepsy, but like I wasn't getting the right ones, and like I was still having them. Like I had one on the golf course when we went golfing, and then the last one I had for a long time, it was at school. It was after lunch. I remember. Shout out Danielle Trahan holding it down at 80 White. MVP type shit. She came visit me in the hospital.
Did she?
Yes, MVP. Had one in class. So I remember going to Thibodeau Regional. They called the doctor in New Orleans. Shout out. I wanted to do this shout out when I first mentioned it. Shout out Dr. Diane Miller, my neurologist in children's. You are the best. I don't know if you're going to see this, but you are the best. I love you. And thank you so much for everything that you've done for me. It really means a lot. But anyways, they ended up switching the medicine again and finally found something that actually worked. Because, I mean, it really didn't happen after that.
Yeah.
And I started going to therapy, and that's finally when I finally went on the uphill. Because, like, that whole duration, I was so down on myself. Like I said earlier, that was probably like the most upset I've been. Like my friends were there for me; they were supporting me. Like, but to be honest, I didn't want to hear it. Like I really, you could ask him. Like I was in such a bad mood.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think though. I mean, you're 16 years old. You just getting your license.
Yeah, so you can't drive and you can't drink.
Correct.
Actually,
and the driving was a lot of the. It's a big issue too because you know you live in
Vacherie,
25 minutes away from school. I mean, I remember I was bringing you to summer workouts sometimes because I mean, 6 months you can't drive every time you have a seizure. So it's like, what are you gonna? Especially when you keep having them, and all right, a month goes by.
Yeah, a month goes by, and then you have another one.
You're like, oh, the 6 months
you got to go back
again. So. And yes, like we were there for him. We were there for you, but you know, you don't want to. Don't worry. Don't.
Everyone, I'll say, everyone telling you it's okay and it's all right. Exactly. Like I'm here. I didn't want to hear shit because, like, bro, you weren't going for it. You are not in my position right now. So how are you gonna tell me it's okay if you know what I'm going? if you don't know what I'm going through.
100%.
But anyways, as I was saying, I don't remember like which day it was exactly. Like I guess there really wasn't a specific day, but like finally I just kind of came to the conclusion. Shout out Riley. We're
Yeah,
playing
that
Riley's
boy's on
playing
that
Call of
COD. That boy's
Duty.
on that
Look,
COD, ranked COD.
I'm sorry to go off topic, but no one can touch Riley in Call
Come
of Duty.
on.
Come on. Test him out. But I finally just kind of came to a conclusion where I was like, bro, I gotta have some lighter thoughts about this, bro, because I finally like really reflected on it and I was like, this is bad. Like I did get a shitty hand,
Yeah,
but
100%.
it could be so much worse. To start off for, I could be dead, broken arms, I could have been like fucking paralyzed. Like people are going through so much like worse.
Yeah.
And I think what also kind of like really made me see that was going to children's like on my checkups and shit
100,000%.
and seeing the kids there and I'm just like, and they're younger than me and I'm just like, how the fuck am I bitching about this? And they got someone like a terrible condition. Like,
and
I
especially
honestly felt like a fucking asshole.
Yeah, like you're 8, you were still 8, like you were up, you were
like
able,
I was waking
you got,
up.
especially at children, man. You got 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, younger than that, with cancer, going through chemo and everything. And I get what you're saying, especially at 16, man. It feels like your whole world's crumbling, but in the grand scheme of things, you're still so lucky compared to a lot of people.
I thought that like at the beginning, I thought it was terrible, like, but really it was like kind of a blessing in disguise. I tell all my friends, if I had the opportunity to redo it, I would not change a thing.
Yeah.
Because it's just made me a better man. It's made me want to realize what I want to do in life. I'm in psychology now. Shout out Mr. Mike, my therapist. But it made me a better person. And I think I'm going to say this. I've heard this somewhere, but like in life, you really don't take losses. You take L's, but they're lessons.
100%.
And
1,000%.
you learn from that. Like bad shit happened. You got to be able to get back up and keep going, because as long as you're waking up every day, God's got something planned for you and he's not going to stop until you fulfill it. So basically, as the better that you get on that plan and you're like, let's start moving, that's when life gets better.
1,000%. Look, I'll cut you off right there. That's the same thing that goes back into
the alcohol. It kind of ties together.
It ties together. I mean, like, until you realize that the plan's already in place from God, and you actually you have to accept it. You have to accept the hand you were dealt, and you have to learn how to cope with that and how to take that
best.
and use it to be constructive and use it to do something with your life. Because I mean, like you said, me, you both, we could have just sat down, say, you know what, it's done. Whatever, this is happening, and I'm just gonna continue to sit in my sorrows. But no, we both decided enough's enough.
Yeah.
You have to move forward. And like I said,
put your best foot forward, man.
Have to, and some people, they won't. Especially, I'm not worried about that with our friend group. A lot of times, if you change in something that's been a consistent part of your life for so long, a lot of people, they might not even want to be around you anymore. They might not want to hang out with you. They might look at you differently. But we're blessed. We really are.
And I think that was like one thing I was really nervous about. Like I was like, I feel like people are gonna look at me different.
Yeah.
And I'm sure like maybe at the time they did, but like especially now, I mean,
a lot of a lot of people don't even know.
Yeah, really. Like I don't think a lot of people even like in the fraternity knew until like we had something and like I just kind of mentioned it. But like, I mean, it's just kind of like a part of. I think I realized like my life isn't different because of that. It's just a part of me. Correct. Like I'm still Casey Crutchfield, with or without epilepsy, just like you're still Brennan Borne, with or without alcohol.
Right.
And I think like it's great that both of us just kind of realize that, because now, like I said, we put our best foot forward and we're really the best version
100%.
of ourselves. And look, we say we are right now, but we're still far from perfect, bro.
Man, it's not even close. I mean,
I feel like I'm just constantly chasing. We both are really just constantly chasing to be better.
Yeah, but future selves. I mean, you have to look at yourself in the mirror, and get better each day.
Yeah.
Simple as that, man. And if you're doing that, then and yourself that you're doing that, man. That's all you got to work. That's all you got to worry about.
Facts.
That's it.
That's some real shit, bro.
Look,
I hope this resonates with someone who, for all the people watching, like
100%.
just because like we're talking about our own stories, like I'm sure people out there have their
Right.
own
Yeah.
struggles that they're
Oh
going
yeah.
through, bro.
And,
Like
a lot of people won't even know about. But adversity is a part of
yeah.
everyday life, and you could either choose to accept it, or you can choose to lay down and let it roll over you.
Yeah. And I think also one thing, like if you think your situation is bad, and look, it probably is,
It
because
can
we
be.
don't know each other's situations like personally. We're not in your shoes. But trust me, there's someone out there who is going through way worse shit
Yep.
than you, bro. And that should make you feel like you don't have it as bad. You got to do better.
Yep, you have to. You have to. I mean, you look back at, with my situation.
Yeah.
I had a perfectly, healthy relationship with my parents, family. I had a great support system. I mean, everything I could think of. Good grades in school, football, pretty good
Yeah.
at that. Everything that I needed, going for me, and I still was making bad decisions.
Yeah.
So like, why could I? Why, like you look at yourself and you're like, damn, dude, like, grow up, be better. You weren't given that shitty of a hand.
Yeah. I think it's funny because like some people who might not actually know you like on a personal level, like just like not specifically you in general, but
Yeah.
like people who may seem like they have it all, like those are like most of the people who like struggle the most, because like people see you as this perfect image, but like in reality, like
Yeah.
no one's perfect, bro.
No.
Someone's always going through something, and it's just about overcoming. And you really can, like, God's got you,
100%.
bro. He
God's
does.
got you. Let
Just
go
trust
and
in
let
his
God.
plan.
Simple as that.
Surrender. Just surrender. Put your hands up.
Yep.
For sure.
I like that.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good clip.
That's a good clip.
Best clip of the day.
Best clip of the day. Best clip of the day. But yeah, man.
I wish we can get Jinxie on here. That would be fun. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Jinxie, if you see this,
shout
we'll
out.
come to Florida. Is that where
I
he
don't
lives?
even know where that dude resides.
You catch me as a Florida type of boy.
Yeah,
because he wears
probably.
a Tampa Bay jersey. You know, I think it is
Maybe.
Florida. We'll come travel over there, or you can come to Thibodeau. You know,
come to the dough.
Thug it out over here.
Come to the dough. I'd give
Meet
out
Drew
the street,
Brees.
but the street's very well known. You can't come here, buddy.
Yeah, just
sorry.
But I'm trying to think of some takeaways before we start wrapping this up.
I rocked it right quick. Like I said earlier, adversity is part of everyday life. If you ain't going through adversity, you ain't living. And if you're not living, you're not learning. And that's one thing that a lot of people need to realize. And I know a lot of people do. It's okay to not be okay at times.
Yes.
It's okay. And to learn through your mistakes is the greatest lesson of all. It's this what needs to happen, and you can't expect to be better if you're not changing, every day. If you're not learning from what you do in your past, and learning to cope with your epilepsy, and learning to deal with it, and taking your medications, and
My mom's gonna be on her mom. I love you.
deathbed.
She's gonna be mad when I say this,
Hey.
but she's gonna be on her deathbed, and I'm gonna be talking to her, and she's gonna be like, "Make sure you take your AIDS tonight."
100%. 100%.
She will be, and I love you, Mom. For real.
Me too, Mom. I love you. I don't know if you can watch this.
And
I don't
Miss
even
Nicole.
know if I'm gonna let you know what's going on.
She definitely will. But
yeah, especially when you have a support system around you, use it, and it's gonna be all right.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, God's got us, and
100%.
just trust in Him. Wake up. If you wake up and try and be the best version of yourself every day,
You'll be
you'll
all right.
be all right. Simple as that. And yes, shitty days will happen. You will have bad days. You will get beat up, pushed to the ground. Just get back up, baby.
Yep.
Get back up.
This might be
Cliche.
cringe to say, cringe, but like a heart monitor, it's up and down, up and down, up and down with your heartbeat.
Big nursing.
Big was, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's up and down. If you flat line, you dead. So you gonna have ups, you gonna have downs. But as long as when you have a low, you realize that you need to be up and you need to move forward and work on yourself and get better, it's gonna be okay. I mean,
yeah.
it's it problems happen, problems
Shit
arise.
happens, bro.
It does, it really does, and it's how you handle that
Yeah.
that really makes the person.
And how you handle it, if makes you a better person.
Yeah,
If you go the right way about it.
100%.
But I think we filmed a fire ass episode.
I like it
today, Brennan.
think it's
I
good,
really
man.
hope like it resonated with someone and that maybe that
Helps
they
them
felt
out,
something. Yeah. And hey, don't forget to hit us in the DMs, man. I don't care if one person or a million people
That's
see
it.
this, bro. If one person can hit me up and be like, damn, like I really learned something from this.
Yeah.
Or like it really hit home, I'll be all right. My
Heck
job
yeah.
is done.
Right.
And I just want to say thank you for the support. This, like I said, awesome dude right here. One of the strongest dudes you'll meet. Not in the gym, though. I can outlift you.
That's cap.
But
We ain't gonna talk about that though.
anyways, I hope this resonated well with you. Hope y'all have a great day. Please like, comment, subscribe. We love you, baby. And
For sure.
we're going to keep bringing that heat. This is only episode 3.
That's 3, but it's a banger.
Yeah, this one is a banger.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I can't wait to watch this one. But just be in the comments. Any suggestions, anything.
Yeah, let
We love that.
let this man know what y'all want to know about.
Yeah,
I mean,
for real. We're open to anything.
open
really.
book. This dude, I'll give him credit for this. It takes a lot to want to do something like this and to have the right equipment to do it. And
Yeah, they don't
see. Yeah, that's true. I'm point, but they don't see.
They might be able to see it from like this reflection,
I don't know,
but like
this dude put in a lot of effort, a lot of work. Getting the setup and it takes big kahunas and it takes a lot of money too.
Fuck it.
But it's something that this is a platform that people can relate to and enjoy it. It's not.
Yeah,
It's not. Like a lot of things that are just outlandish, just talking. I mean, and some of them will be, but
yeah,
if you could learn one thing from this, that's all you need, bro.
Yeah, and we're excited to bring out episode 4. I'm not gonna say the guest or anything yet, but please give us some more support. Go follow us on Instagram, Twitter, X. Subscribe, like, comment. Brennan, thanks again for coming through. This
I appreciate
is my boy
it, brother.
for real.
Thank you for having me. I really do.
Y'all have a great night. We love y'all.